Hey guys, I am Akil from PrimeFX, and today I'm gonna tell you how to make silk material in 3ds Max using VRAM. So this is our reference image, and look at this reference image. This how this is merging between each and other color. This is blue color. Actually, this is blue color, but somewhere it is not a complete blue color. Look at this, and this is white color, and this blue color is changing to white color, and somewhere it is blue, and somewhere it is between blue and white, and somewhere it is white. So we have to imitate this in VRAM using fall off map. So let me show you how to make this. So I will use these three bitmaps to make our silk material. So just create a VRAM material, simple VRAM material, and apply a fall off map. So we are going to use fall off type as per towards away. The properties we get from the fall off are based upon fall off direction. So this is fall off type. How fall off or how angular momentum will work on the surface. So it works on the normals of a surface. So it is, and these properties we can change, and we can change all the results we get from the fall off map based with changing these properties. So we will keep using view direction camera z axis, so towards away, left or right, based on the condition or based on the axis of our surface. So our surface is showing z axis is here, and z is above it. Is now we can use this, or we can use whatever we material, but it is result is based upon the fall of direction. So that we have to change reflection properties or some properties in it, but we will do it later. Let's create our some sharp merging or soft merging between these two colors. So we will use black and white color. Pick this point from 0 to 1, and now add point, add 2 points here. Now pick this point and just move it here, and move it here, and now move this point all about here. Now right click on this point, right click on this point, and now choose Bezier corner, Bezier smooth, Bezier corner. It is simple corner, Bezier smooth, and Bezier corner. We will use Bezier corner. Now use Bezier corner. Now Bezier corner gives 2 points. We have to take these points and just align with our 0 point line. Just lengthen it up, and now we have to make it here. So as I told you, we have to get sharp merging between these two colors. So using this value or by changing a bit of them, we can get this sharp changing between these two colors. So let's start our interactive rendering and see what happens. Look at this, we are getting sharp merging between these two colors, and somewhere we are getting the same, and somewhere we are getting these less or soft merging between these two colors. So this is, I think this is the result we wanted. I did not spend more time on fall off material because I was testing it before. So I tested and I found this result working for me. So let me show you one another thing. Just this is our material and we are getting very good result, and as we wanted, the result we wanted. But somewhere, just let me change the view. I will use this and apply this material on the same, on another surface. So by changing our surface, we have to change some settings, not all the, we have to keep towards the way, but we can change our camera. Look at this, how by changing camera a single fall of direction we get the changed results. So as we change this, we get more and more and more different results. So we will use our same results. So we want our same result, and now we will go back to our previous the surface we used, or we cloth we used. Now these lines are perfectly merging between each and other, and somewhere they are not merging. So this is the result. I hope this is the result we wanted. Now we should go on and change our color, change the this black color to the color we wanted. I want a blue color, so not complete blue, I want this color. So I think we are imitating this, but the color pattern we should know. Look at this. Now we, you can see we did not, we just gave this pattern, but now, and this is getting this blue pattern on its own. You can see it's getting this blue pattern on its own. So this is the result we wanted. Look at this. This is changing. Look at this. This color is third color, and this color is changing. Now I'm stopping this interactive rendering and going to render setup and applying diffuse filter. So I think add reflection. add reflection, V-ray reflection. So just go. Now we have added two render elements. So now what we will do, we will use this bitmap fabric blend to blend or to make it our material look like it has some wrinkles on or run some wrinkles on it. So let me show you. Maps, go to maps, general, composite. So layer 1. Now just add new, and we will keep it at layer 2 and put this fall off map at layer 1. So it works as a stack. Composite map works as a stack. So we have to tell that we want to use this map, this bitmap, only about 25 opacity. So using 25 or 20, it is based upon result. You can change it whatever result you want. Now look at this. We are getting the wrinkles we wanted on the cloth. Look at this. We are getting wrinkles, but when we will use this composite map and ring, the result will be a better. Let me look at this. We are getting the feeling of bump. Let me show you. Look at this. But this is big enough, and this is making it unrealistic. Look at this. This is making it unrealistic. Look at this. We don't want it. We want it small pieces and less in velocity, less in opacity. So we have lessen its opacity, or there is another way. Look at this. Drag a line from this, go maps, V-ray, and V-ray triplanar texture. Now using this triplanar texture, we can handle that big appearance or huge appearance. So we will use 100. Just test it before doing. I have tested it, so now I will use. So same in layer 2, and now we will render that region again. Now look at this. We are getting some beautiful results. Let me, it was the diffuse filter. Now this is the result we wanted. Look at this. It has less texture and it is looking beautiful, but I think it is more of big, and it's something wrong in it. that's is it is showing too much. Look at this, here is the result. Look at this, this is the good result we wanted. Look at this, how it is showing the feeling of a bump. Look at this, we are getting the feeling of bump, but it is not visible. We will make it or replenish it or make it more visible after putting our bump material. So it's time to put our bump material here. So look at this, this is not good, this is not what we wanted, and this is showing the same result as we wanted. Now we are using composite as 20%. Now we will use this 20%, and now we will use this is fair enough, and let me re-render it and see how it looks now. Let me show you rendered from this area where we have some good surface to be rendered. Look at this, now you can see we are getting the result as we wanted. Look at this, let me show you, just zoom it. Look at this pattern we are getting, and this pattern we have. Rather it is not a render, it is a realistic picture, but they did it is somewhere. Look at this, they use some bump, another bump material, it is a natural, so we have to just be happy what we have got now it's enough. Now we have to put our bitmap normal map in our, and let me show you how to put our normal map in our material, and so how we can implement this normal map. Let just put this and just make it connection between these bump and bitmap so, and render this. Look at this, we are getting some painted surface. It does not look like cloth, and rather it is some old surface colored with new after many years. So we have to change it. This was the thing I wanted to show you, that if we put this map, normal map, without any triplanar texture, so we will get this thing. So let me stop this and go to here. We have to maps, go to maps and put its power on, or its value on 100%. Now we will copy the same, we have to copy the same. Look at this, we are using the bitmap of both. Look at you, we have this bitmap in normal mode and this bitmap in bump mode. So we have to use this same color or when we are using to blend with fall off. Now we will replace this with this and we will assign to bump. Now we have to render it again. Now what we get, the result will be some odd again because our bump value is full at its full. Look at this, it's fair enough. I was not expecting this, but now we just have to tweak our values in normal map. Look at this, wow. By just decreasing its value in normal map we can get a very good result, but we did not use normal map. Now we have to use normal map. Drag it, maps, V-Ray, normal map and normal map. And now put this, and now we will when we will render we will get very beautiful result, more realistic or closer to realism. Look at this, how beautiful it is, how this result, I am happy with this result. Look at this, look at this, what the heck it is. Look at this, now I am happy with this result. The normal map, let me show you. Look at this, very beautiful result, but we have no reflection. We will add some reflection afterward. So this was our normal map and I used it, but when I created the first material I was testing, I used 0.6 value and now it is working on 0.1 value. So this is the thing you have to consider before whatever you do. You have to change, you have to see, or you have to get what values are working for you. So now we have to make some wrinkles on this cloth. So let me just remove this material and place it at the same our last texture we used to create this nice look. So this map is wrinkled, so it will create wrinkles. We will take our two maps and composite them to create wrinkles. Look at this, this surface is now have some wrinkles. Look at this is wrinkled, these are the wrinkled, and this line is wrinkled, but it was not wrinkled before. these are the wrinkles, and these wrinkles are based upon the map. We look at this, we have put on our normal map. Look at this. These are the wrinkles, these are the wrinkles. So we have to put these wrinkles or composite these two wrinkles, two maps with each other. So now we can use composite map. Again, drag a line and maps. Drag a line, just you have to just drag a line and keep it. Look, let me do it again. Drag a line and with your left mouse button and just put above your finger from left mouse button, so it will be here. So V-Ray, we don't have to go to V-Ray, general, composite and layer 1. Now this time we will use this as layer 1, and now we will use composite this wrinkles foil at 2, layer 2. So put this composite map into texture, triplanar texture. So now we are going using triplanar texture, but we are getting this whole this value, and where is our this value? Now look at this, we have to lower the opacity. I told you about in another case that this composition is based upon the opacity. So as you decrease opacity, so the another layer will be visible, or you can use different. Look at this, this is merging between another and multiply this. This is this merging or composition is based upon the composition in Photoshop. Look at this, this is the same as in V-Ray, as in Photoshop. So we don't want to it to be like this. It will now what it is doing, as we are watching this wrinkles, this wrinkle will be more visible than this will be less visible. So now we have to put it on normal and just decrease its value. Now we are look at this, there are no wrinkles. Now wrinkles, we will use 25. Now the wrinkles are more visible, but now we have to check this result what we have got. Now render it. Look at this, these wrinkles are only these merging between white and a blue color is only on the surface that are curved, or they have different surface or different normals. At the flat surface, as we have some here, it will be not more visible. Look at this, we are getting this bump based upon the wrinkled value or the wrinkle map we have given this to this material. Look at it, this will be not much visible, but it will be visible somewhere. Look at this, this is the wrinkles map, and somewhere it is showing and somewhere it is, because we have just used 25 of our its opacity, so it is not showing everywhere, it is showing as we saw in our composite map. It is the result. So now we are happy, and now we have to render this thing out as a complete. Now I think there is something another. Look at this. This is the effect of these lines is less visible on this or is equal. So we just have to decrease this blending of bump map, or we just blended to, we have to decrease this blending. We are getting more blending. Look at this. This is showing as it is the material. Look at this. This is the bump material we used in composite map. So where it is here, texture, and now composite, and now we will use only 13%. So we have some wrinkles here. Now I will again render a small portion of this and check how it looks. Now it is, I think it is better now. Look at this. After this line, look at this. This is much visible. This is more the color of fall off, and this is, it has more color of bump that we used in bitmap, composite map. So now it is, this is the result we wanted. And now I told you that I will use reflection map and reflection in this. So material, so we will use this. I'm gonna use a reflection map, and if you put this glossiness as 4, or maybe it 5.5 can work. So do not go high with glossiness, just put it on. Do not put it on 1, it will give you odd results. Now I am happy. Now let me, there is another one thing that fall off will give you. Look at this. We did not use any reflection, but from a direction or angle we are getting this reflectivity without any reflection. So this is the fall of material. It can enhance your material, it can boost up your workflow. It is a very powerful map in 3ds Max. Rather it is in Maya or somewhere else. Blender will also have it, should have it if it has not. So I have a checking, I will be check in Blender if it is there in not, but it should be there in Blender because Blender is free and everyone uses it. So these are our material. This is our material and this is our material setup. So it is auto saving. Just go away. So just rendered with reflectivity, but I told you this is not working out. Our reflectivity will not work out. Now it's time to render and see how reflectivity looks. We have much lower value of reflectivity. This is showing, bump is showing on this thing. So I was thinking we do not have bump. We have bump somewhere here, and less values of reflectivity. Now I think it's fair enough, and it is working out for us. And now I am going to render this material, complete render. Look at this. This is very fair enough results as I wanted. Hey guys, I hope you learned something new, and I hope you will subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for future updates. So I will soon upload many tutorials on V-Ray materials and Typeflow, 3ds Max, and many more others. So I hope you will subscribe my channel.